Hey guys, today I am going to review the new SUV launched by Honda, that is the Honda Elevate. It comes in 7 different colors: Phoenix Orange Pearl, Obsidian Blue Pearl, Platinum White Pearl, Radiant Red Metallic, Golden Brown Metallic, Lunar Silver Metallic, and Meteoroid Grey Metallic. Also, Phoenix Orange Pearl, Platinum White Pearl, and Radiant Red Metallic comes in dual tone variants. Honda Elevate's dimensions are as follows: 4312 mm length, 1790 mm breadth, and 1650 mm height. It have a wheelbase of 2650 mm. The ground clearance is 220 mm and the mileage for manual transmission is 15.31 km per liter and for CVT transmission is 16.92 km per liter. Honda Elevate have 8 speaker surround sound, 6 airbags, Honda Connect support and ADAS, which includes collision mitigation braking system, road departure mitigation system, lane keeping assist system, adaptive cruise control, auto high beam, lead car departure notification system, lane watch camera, hill start assist, vehicle stability assist, ACE body structure, agile handling assist, ABS EBD, rear parking sensors, and emergency stop signal. The vehicle have minimum turning radius and multi-angle rear camera with guidelines. Honda Elevate have 4 variants: SV, V, VX and ZX, and this is the ZX variant. The on-road price for Honda Elevate are as follows. For manual transmissions, SV variant have 13.66 lakhs, V variant with 14.99 lakhs, VX variant with 16.65 lakhs, ZX variant with 18.33 lakhs. And for CVT transmissions, V variant have 16.32 lakhs, VX variant have 17.98 lakhs, ZX variant have 19.98 lakhs, and ZX dual tone variant have 20.22 lakhs. Honda Elevate comes with 3 years unlimited kilometers warranty, and we can extend the warranty for the 4th and 5th year for unlimited kilometers for a price of 18,290 rupees. Warranty can be extended up to a maximum of 10 years. And also, if you are buying Platinum White Pearl color, it costs additional around 10,000 rupees. Now as you can see, there is a chrome element on top of the headlamps. Honda Elevate have a LED projector headlamp with LED DRL and turn indicators. We can also see a chrome element here, and this is the Alpha Bold front grille with a massive Honda logo. Below the headlamps we can see the LED fog lamps, and also this is the front skid plate of the vehicle and it has a silver finish. On top of the front glass we can see the Honda sensing camera, and this is the ORVM of the Honda Elevate. It comes with LED turn indicators and lane watch camera, and here is the camera that is located below the ORVM. Elevate comes with 17-inch dual tone diamond cut alloy wheels. It have a MacPherson strut front suspension and torsion beam rear suspension. It has disc brake at the front and drum brake at the rear. These are the chrome door handles, and below the driver side door we can see the manual keyhole. Now moving on to the side profile of the Honda Elevate, we can see window bed line that is in chrome color. On top we can see the electric sunroof, and here we have the roof rail garnished with a silver color. Here we can see the shark fin antenna, and the left back side of the car we can see the fuel lid, and it have a fuel tank capacity of 40 liters. This is the rear profile of the Honda Elevate. On top we have a spoiler, and here we have the brake light. Moving down we can see the rear wipers, and here we have the Honda logo at the center. The rear profile have a connected tail lamps that goes across the Honda logo, and the Honda Elevate have a LED tail lamp. Right below the Honda logo we can find the rear parking camera at the left side, and at the right side we have the button to open the boot and have an illumination light. Moving down we have chrome Elevate badging on the left and IV Tech badging on the right. Moving down we can find a silver finish at the rear bumper. There are 2 reflectors on either side of the bumper and have 4 rear parking sensors. Moving further down, here we can see the hook to tow the vehicle, and on the right side we can see the muffler. Now I am going to open the hood, and we can find the 1.5 liter water-cooled inline 4-cylinder IV Tech DOHC with VTC refined petrol engine that comes with 89 kW power at 6600 rpm and 145 Nm torque at 4300 rpm. There are 2 transmissions available: 7-speed CVT transmission and 6-speed manual transmission. Also the top of the hood is insulated. Now moving on to the rear, I am going to open the boot, and as you can see, here there is a space provided to grab and close the boot. Inside the boot on the left side we can see a light that is turned on while opening the boot, and also the Honda Elevate comes with 458 liters of boot space. Now when we open the bottom part we can see some tools, and just right below that we can see the 16-inch spare tires. Now let's move on to the interiors. By opening the driver side door we can see the door panel. Here we have a speaker, and we can see the gunmetal finish here. Here we have brown leather finish, and this is the door handle which also comes in gunmetal finish and a door lock. We can also find brown leather finish here. There is a small storage pocket. Now here we have the controls for folding the mirrors, selecting the left or right ORVMs, Now for adjusting the ORVM, door lock and unlock, window lock and the window controls. And below that we can see the speakers, and here we have a bottle holder and some storage space. Honda Elevate have a luxurious brown and black interiors with soft touchpads. We can also find dark gunmetal finishes on many parts of the interiors. On top of the dashboard we can see two AC vents on either side and an AC vent on the middle. The Honda Elevate have brown colored leatherite seats with exclusive designs. It is very soft to touch and comfortable while sitting. The seats are 6-way adjustable, one for inclination of the seats, one for adjusting the seat height, and the final one for moving the seat front and back. These are the car keys for the Honda Elevate. On the back we have a piano black finish with Honda logo, and on the front we have a silver finish button that comes with lock button, unlock button and hold button. This is the tilt and telescopic steering wheel. At the center we have a Honda logo, and at the bottom we can see the dark gunmetal finish. Now moving on to the steering controls, on the left we have volume up, volume down, home button, source button, previous and next track, and a scroll wheel that is used for scrolling. And below that we can find the button for accepting the call, for ending the call or the back button, and also the voice command button. Now moving on to the right side of the steering wheel, we can see the cruise control buttons, that is the reset button, the set button and the cancel buttons. At the bottom we can see the button for adjusting the braking distance by detecting the vehicle at the front. And on the right side we have the lane keeping assist button. Now moving on to the back, on the left side we have the wiper controls, and on the right side we have the headlamp controls and the indicator controls. For automatic variant there is a slight difference. This is the obsidian blue pearl color, and this is a CVT automatic variant, and as you can see it have minus and plus paddle shifters below. Now here we can see the 7-inch HD full color TFT infotainment system. Now on the right side we can see the push button start stop button here, and on the right side we can see the AC vents with silver finish enclosed around it. Now moving down we can see the traction control button and also the scroll wheel for adjusting the headlamp on the right. And moving further down we can see the fuel lid opening lever. Now on the left side we can see a round button that is located here, and this is used to control the brightness of the instrument cluster. Now here we have the 10.25-inch HD touch display with audio that supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We can also see 6 buttons below, and I will show its controls later. And below that we can find 2 AC vents on either sides and a hazard button at the center. Below that we can see the AC fan controlling lever on the left and the AC temperature controlling lever on the right. And at the center we have the LED display. And below that we have the circulation button, the front button, rear button, mode changing button, AC button, max cool button, auto button and the AC turn on or off button. These are all enclosed in a dark gunmetal finish. And right below that we can find the wireless charging pad, and on the left side we have a 12 volt or 180 watt maximum power outlet, and on the right side we have 2 USB ports. The top is used for charging and the bottom is used to connect the phone with the infotainment system, and this button is used to turn on or off the wireless charging pad. Now moving further down we can see 2 cup holders, and also here we have the manual gearbox. We can also see piano black finish around it. And moving on to the CVT automatic transmission, this is how it looks like. And here we have park, reverse, neuter, drive and sport mode. Honda Elevate comes with a manual handbrake, and on the dashboard we can find a wood finish, and also at the ends we can find the AC vents. And right below that we can find the glove box for the co-passenger seats. At this position we can find the armrest, and while opening that we can see a small storage space. Honda Elevate comes with this auto dimming IRVM, and on the right side we have the sunshade, and when we open it we can find a mirror inside that. Above the driver side door we can find the hand grips, and moving on to the left we can see the sunshade for the co-passenger seat, and when we open that it have a mirror and also illumination lights, and on the left side we can see the hand grips. Now moving on to the center, we can see 2 lights on either side, and we can press those lights to turn it on or off. On the center right side we have the button to turn off the light and also to turn it automatically on when the doors are open. On the left side we have the controls for the sunroof. While pulling up it opens the sunroof, by pushing down it closes the sunroof, and when we click the button the sunroof will tilt and open. Now I am going to open the sunshield manually, and as you can see this is a massive sunroof. Now I am going to show you its working, so let me close it. So while in closed position, when we open the sunroof, the sunshield and sunroof will automatically open. But when we push the button to close the sunroof, only the sunroof will be closed, and we have to close the sunshield manually. When we press the sunroof button, it will open and tilt like this. Now let's move on to the rear passenger seat. And here on the door panel we can see the speakers, the dark gunmetal colored finish and door handles with a manual lock. And here we have the brown colored leather and also below that we can see the window controls, small storage space, once again the leather finish, and below that we have the bottle holder and a storage compartment, and on the left side we have the speakers. The rear seats are also brown leatherette seats with exclusive design, and at the center we can find a brown colored armrest. When we open that, we can find two cup holders that is in black finish. On the left top side of the doors we can see the hand grip, and at the center we have the illumination lights, and it can be turned on or off by using the button slider. And on the right top side we have the handle grips and also a hook. On the back side of the front seat we can find a small storage pocket here. Now moving on to the center, we can see two AC vents here and a small scrolling wheel that is used to control the fan speed. Now moving further down, here we can find the 12 volt or 180 watt maximum power outlet socket. The rear passenger seats have a lot of legroom available, and as you can see, I can even move my legs forward and sit comfortably. On the back side of the rear passenger seat headrest, we can see a wide area where we can store any items. Now without any further delay, let's turn on the engine. The way the needle moves looks very cool. Now below the center of the instrument cluster we can see the fuel meter with temperature and total kilometer run right above that. On the left side we have the RPM meter, and on the right side we have the speedometer. At the center top side we have the vehicle speed, and here we can find the clock. We can use the scrolling wheel to change any modes, and also we can press that to select the mode. And if we need to go to that menu on the infotainment system, first we need to click the home button. Now here we have safety support, settings, customizable display, information, tachometer, range and fuel, speed and time, and G meter. Now when we select the settings, we have clock and vehicle settings, clock setup, back, default on, door setup, lighting setup, keyless access setup, meter setup, and driver's system setup. When we select customizable display, we can change which all modes that need to be shown while selecting the modes. Next we have range and fuel. Here we have how many kilometers the car will run and the average mileage. Next we have speed and time, and inside that it shows the average speed and the time taken. Now as I have mentioned before, the minus sign can be used to decrease the brightness, and also the plus sign can be used to increase the brightness of the instrument cluster. Now let's move on to the infotainment system. And while turning on the vehicle, it shows the animation with a picture of Honda Elevate and the Elevate logo. The blue transparent screen protector is not removed from the display, that's why it's showing a blue tint. On the right side we have some controls by swiping down. We have ARVM that opens the rear view camera and ARSM that opens the side camera. This is a one touch button for increasing and decreasing the brightness directly. And also we have the back button, home button, the volume controller minus and plus, and also the power button. Here on the left we can change from AM and FM, and we have the Bluetooth option, the call option, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and settings. On the right side here it is currently in ARSM, that is the side view camera is turned on, and we can change it to ARVM, that is the rear parking camera. Next we have the clock option that shows an analog clock, the calendar option that opens the calendar. Next we have compass, and after that we have the photo option that shows any photos available, and when we click the Honda option it shows the Honda logo. Next we have the device list, the USB connect option, display, and sound settings. Now here we can see a button, and when we click that it will change the screen into 3 split screen view. On the left it shows today's date, the current day, and the time. At the center it shows the Bluetooth device, and we have already explained about the right side. And we can click the X button to close this. Now let's move on to the settings. At first we have the device list that shows all the devices we have connected. Next we have USB connect, RDS regional, and the sound settings. And inside the sound settings we have fader or balance settings on the right, bass and treble controllers on the left, and below that we have the equalizer that have flat, classic, jazz, pop, rock, beat, and a customizable option. Next we have the beep option that can be turned on or off. Then we have the system volume, and inside that we have call volume, ringtones or alerts, voice recognition, navigation guidance, and speed volume compensation. These sounds can be adjusted here. Next we have the display settings, key light settings that is in grayscale. When we click the display settings, we have main screen, video settings that is in grayscale, lane watch, and rear camera. In main screen we have brightness, contrast, and black level, and the same settings are there in lane watch and in rear camera. Next we have the opening animation of the infotainment system when we turn on the vehicle. It can be turned on or off. Next we have background color. There are 4 background colors: blue, red, green, and black. This is the blue color, and then we have the red color and the green color. For me the black looks better. Next we have the wallpaper option where there is default and also we can add new from the phones we have connect, and we have preview, delete and set options. Next we have the photo option that shows all the photos when we connect to a smartphone. Here we can add new, delete or set option that is currently in grayscale. Next we have automatic date and time and custom date and time. Then we have clock mode that is 12 hours and 24 hours format. Next we can find the settings to select the time zone, and after that we have the daylight saving time, and then we have the option to select from 3 types of date formats. And after that we have the rear wide camera where we can enable or disable the guideline, and inside the rear wide camera view mode we have last view, top down view to view mode, and also the top down view to normal. So the option we are selecting now will be shown as default when we shift the gear to reverse. Next we have lane watch. Here we can enable or disable show with turn signal and show reference line. Also we have an option to change the seconds of the display time after turn signal off. Now finally we have about, open source license and clear all settings. Now when we shift the vehicle to reverse we can see 3 different modes: the wide angle view, the normal view and also the top down view. The top down view can be used to find any objects below while parking the vehicle. On the wide angle view we can see both end of the bumpers, so it can be used as a reference to park the vehicle safely. So this is all about the new Honda Elevate 2023 model. So thank you for watching the video guys. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you have any doubts, comment in the comment section below. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell button to get the latest updates.